All right, here's a little update on the corner of my balcony where I'm growing some kale and some basil. I'm sorry, kale and some uh, dill weed and some cilantro. So that cilantro is doing really well. Let me just show you the roots. So yeah, it's a cilantro. It's doing great. The roots are nice and healthy. It's got a little air stone in there. So this is a combination of this is like a what you see here is a 12 and a half inch outer um, outer planter basket that I got at Home Depot for I don't know maybe about $8. Drilled a hole, running quarter-inch air hose in there, and this is a very common net pot that's used that fits on top of a 5-gallon bucket. I think it's called a 12-inch. Uh, it's a 12-inch outer diameter. Internally, I think that might be about a 5-inch or four. It's somewhere between 4 and 6 inches. Let's just call it 5 inches. Actually, if I did this again for the cilantro, I would have made it wider because I eat a lot of cilantro. So there is a larger, I think you can get an 8-inch net pot. Actually, I have some, so maybe I'll take some cuttings and make another one for the summer. This guy's doing fine. I'm just using a pretty small wattage bulb here. So this corner only gets, this is a west-facing balcony, so with an overhang. So I really, and there's other buildings that often block the sun. So this really only gets sun, this corner gets sun maybe from 2 p.m. on, 1 p.m. on, and the sun goes down right now in the winter at 4:30. So it doesn't get much sun at all. So I use these supplemental lights. The dill is growing really well. I ate a lot of it and then turned off the light for a few days. So this dill will grow uncontrollably. I mean, you really have to eat it, but it goes great with potatoes, so not a problem. I just put this big light on there, so that's I don't know, 120 watt equivalent LED. It's very bright. This is all. I think these are 5,000 K lights, and this is my African type kale, and that light is probably just a 60 watt 70 watt equivalent daylight white. Very healthy plant. It's kicking ass. So I've been eating off of this guy. This guy I started from seed, of course, and so you could see down there the air stone. There's a lot of the air stone produces a lot of bubbles and a lot of little splash, which really helps these tiny little roots develop. So as you know, root mass is everything when it comes to growth. So here we are in the winter in San Diego. So the plant's not growing. I mean, I could eat more. So it's not growing as fast as I wanted to, but it's doing as best it can. So again, I might be able to increase the wattage. I should probably swap the two bulbs there between the kale and the dill. And this is I guess what you call the lacinato type kale. It's doing great. It's a little bit older than this heirloom white broadleaf kale, but it's probably going a little slower. I'm definitely harvesting it. I had a weird thing here where I don't know if it got leggy or I didn't plant it deep enough, but it ended up that I had to put this little collar on there. I used just cut out some kind of cheese container. It's doing fine. The plant is very healthy. It's doing great. I'm eating it. It's wonderful. And I'll take a look at the roots. I'm sure the roots are doing great. A little bit yellowed. Well, that's life. Who knows? One day I might learn how to treat the roots with hydrogen peroxide or something. I've never done that before. I've done a root prune. That does work. And so, at any rate, maybe if I can get that root mass growing faster. But the plant is healthy. And there's lots of new growth here. Lots. I think I just had some of this yesterday. And I think, or a couple days ago, yeah, I think I cut off a lot. Between those two plants, I probably cut off 100 grams each and sauteed up 200 grams of kale. So anyway, I'm just gonna, it's a rainy day today. I'm in the flight path here in San Diego. Very typical, that's Lindbergh Field over there where the plane's landing. And the plants are very healthy. It is winter. It is January 15th about. And I will keep growing, and these plants will be happy all summer.